Right now, there are national teams in stadiums across the U.S., Mexico, and Canada fighting for the only trophy in sports that actually stops the planet. And if you think this is just soccer, you're missing the hidden lessons inside it. Every match, every upset, every penalty shootout is quietly teaching a lesson that no orientation week ever will. So let's go find it. We Americans famously don't look outside, often rightfully so. But the World Cup reminds us that talent, intelligence, ambition, and creativity are everywhere. Different countries play differently, different cultures communicate differently, different teams solve problems differently, and that is exactly the world college students are entering. Your future workplace will be more global than you think. Even if you never leave the United States, you may work with international customers, international suppliers, international teams, international technologies, international markets. So one of the best things you can develop in college is cultural intelligence. Learn how to work with people who are different from you. Different backgrounds, different accents, different assumptions, different communication styles, different political views, different life experiences. Do not treat difference as inconvenience. Treat difference as training. Because in the real world, the ability to work across difference is not just nice, it is a professional skill. The World Cup is beautiful because it is not one style, one culture, one language, or one story. It is many stories competing on the same field. College is like that too. Do not hide inside one comfortable circle. Expand your world. FIFA has been calling this a World Cup for everyone, and watching it, you get why. Fans whose countries haven't qualified in decades are flying in just to be near the energy. Diaspora communities across the U.S., families with roots in North Africa, the Middle East, the Caribbean, are packing into bars and living rooms together, watching teams that represent home, whether or not home is a place they've ever lived. For a lot of those fans, the result barely matters. The connection is the whole point. That's the part of college nobody puts in the brochure either. Your GPA is not going to be what you remember fondly at 40. The club you joined because one person invited you to a meeting. The group project teammate who became an actual friend. The culture org that felt like a second family 3 time zones from your real one. That's the stuff that lasts. Chase the community as hard as you chase the credential. One of them is actually why you'll look back on these 4 years and smile. Not everyone is the superstar. Not everyone scores the winning goal. Not everyone becomes the face of the team. But every serious team needs people who understand their role and do it well. This is very relevant for college students because many students think success has to look dramatic. A famous internship, a perfect GPA, a prestigious award, a viral project, a leadership title. Those are great, but they are not the only way to build value. Sometimes your role is smaller, but still powerful. You become the reliable teammate in group projects. You become the person who knows how to use Excel. You become the person who can write clearly. You become the person who organizes meetings. You become the person who can present. You become the person who asks good questions. You become the person who follows through. These things matter. Employers notice reliability. Professors notice effort. Leaders notice people who make the team better. Do not underestimate being useful. In college, usefulness compounds. If people trust you with small things, they eventually trust you with bigger things. That is how opportunity grows. So instead of asking only, how do I become impressive? Ask, how do I become useful? That question can change your college experience. The fourth lesson is about momentum. In the World Cup, momentum can change quickly. One goal changes the energy. One mistake changes the mood. One save changes belief. One injury changes the plan. But great teams do not panic every time momentum shifts. They recover. They reset. They keep playing. That is a powerful college lesson because college students often overreact to one bad moment. One bad exam. One awkward presentation. One rejection. One failed application. one difficult semester, one class where they feel lost, and suddenly they think, I'm not good at this. I chose the wrong major. I'm behind everyone. I'm not cut out for college. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe you just had a bad half, and a bad half is not the same as a bad tournament. You need to learn how to recover. After a bad exam, do not just feel terrible. Review what happened. Did you study too late? Did you practice the wrong problems? Did you misunderstand the format? Did you avoid asking questions? After a rejection, do not just take it personally. Look at your resume. Look at your experience. Look at your interview answers. Look at your network. The lesson is not never fail. The lesson is recover intelligently. World Cup teams make halftime adjustments. College students need halftime adjustments too. Every semester gives you a halftime. Use it. The final lesson is this: talent alone does not win. Every World Cup has talented teams that disappoint. On paper, they look amazing. But then the tournament starts, and something is missing. Maybe they do not communicate well. Maybe they do not trust each other. Maybe they are not organized. This is extremely important for college students because many students believe that being smart is enough. It is not. Being smart helps, but it is not enough. You need what I call intangibles. You need consistency. You need communication skills. You need emotional control. You need reliability. You need the ability to finish work. You need the ability to work with people. You need the ability to receive feedback without falling apart. College is full of talented people who underperform because they underestimate these. As a result, they procrastinate. They skip class. They do assignments at the last minute. They do not ask for help. They do not build relationships. They do not practice before interviews. They do not manage their time. They rely on talent until talent is no longer enough. And at some point, everyone meets a level where talent alone stops working. That is when the intangibles matter. So do not just ask, am I smart enough? Ask, am I organized enough? Am I consistent enough? Am I coachable enough? Because in the World Cup, talent gets attention, but the intangibles win games. There you have it. Whether you end up watching every single match this summer or you couldn't pick a single team's flag out of a lineup, the tournament's already given us more than enough to take into the fall semester. If this helped, hit subscribe. I'm breaking down more of these hidden syllabus lessons from sports, pop culture, and everywhere else nobody thinks to look. Drop your own favorite underdog story from this World Cup in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!